God damn it. What's wrong with you? Sit your ass down. Sit down. Shut up. What up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Donnie, and welcome to the Donnie Divine Show. We are going to talk today about my favorite rapper in the world, Mr. Drake. Drake's new song is out. I mean, it's been out for a while. Nokia, like the Nokia phone, all trendy, all like old school and whatsoever. It's all good. And in the same time, while this album is out, imagine me going to my manager and saying to my manager, hey, I want to see this person's contract because I feel that I don't think it's equal. I think me and him need to make the same money, and I need to see what kind of deal you guys are giving him because he's doing great, you know? So imagine me doing that to someone. Like, why would you think I have the right to go and see somebody else's contract that they have with my boss or whatsoever, you know, or my manager or whatsoever, or the company that I work for? Why? They're all working for Drake and Kendrick Lamar work for the same company, but they both have different type of contracts, right? Now the judge has given Drake the right to go and view this contract. I heard some rumors. I'm not saying this is true. I don't want him to come and sue me too. I've heard some rumors that social media influencers have been paid money to promote this song, right? And to do TikTok dances about it and everything. I've heard because they want his team maybe want this song to be a number one. That's what I heard. So allegedly, I'm not saying I have the fact that this is true, but hey, we've heard worse. We have heard and we've seen people do worse things before. So the Nokia song, Drake is trying to get this song to number one and it's not working. So Drake is trying to get the song. So Drake blocked from number one on multiple charts by Kendrick Lamar. So Kendrick Lamar songs are still number one. Kendrick Lamar Luther is still holding number one. Drake, Nokia, he hits number two. Maybe next week, maybe 2 weeks from now, it will be number one. But it's only because allegedly people are being paid to push this song, Drake's career. If anyone is messing with anyone's career, it's Drake. You know why? Because Drake can't seem to understand that when you lost, you have to be humble and move on. You're being a little sauce if you are here complaining that you don't like the way the game was played. When it was on your favor, you liked it. When Drake had Universal behind him and he was going after Meek Mill, he was going after so-and-so, it was all game. Until the people that you work for thought, you know what, this is a business. Universal is a company that's it's a business. Universal will put money into Drake and they put money into Kendrick. If Kendrick wins, Universal makes more money. If Drake wins, Universal make money. They never going to lose. It's their investment anyway. Universal would never lose because both of these artists are their artists. They invested in them so that, hey, they play the game because Universal has been doing this for a very long time and they know. Anyway, so Drake is basically trying to get his song on number one, Nokia song is being pushed by a lot of people, but they don't like the song. Most people don't like the song. I don't like I've listened to the Nokia song. It's not that good. I have heard good tracks from Drake. Nokia is you know. So yeah. So when you look at the Spotify charts, let me just try to zoom this thing in. So can I get in on the center? So if I get my okay. Look at my pretty face. Let me get rid of that. Let's get in this. Oh god damn it. Alright, let's get in the center. Let's zoom in. Let's go this way. Alright. So if we look at the Spotify daily chart global, this is like a few days ago. Today is the 6th. So I would say 2 days ago. We have Lady Gaga, Alex, Rosa, Billie Eilish. She's gone down. Who else? Doechii, Lover. Kendrick Lamar, number 6. Luther is still there. -1. It's going down. Now we're gonna find Drake. Drake is going 4 points up, but he's still on 16. All I'm trying to say is with this is like, yes, Drake is trying to push his song, but Kendrick Lamar is still above him. He's on the 6th place right now. That's not a bad place to be, because Luther is
one of the most embarrassing things he has ever done in his entire career, and I am serious because really, with Drake's new Nokia music video, after trying to use this song, what it will represent, and this entire moment to start a shift and turning point in his career, where altogether Drake will finally start to win back what Kendrick Lamar has taken away from him and try to reclaim anything that he used to represent? Well, somehow in this moment where Drake did everything he possibly could to diss Kendrick Lamar in this video, all he actually ended up achieving is showing once and for all that there is one king in rap and that it will never be him. And now before we go any further into all of this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And now as the Drake fans are getting more annoying than ever because of all of this, really be sure to leave that like so everyone can hear how even with the most calculated effort from Drake and Ak, they are still about to take another massive loss. And so now with all that said, when it comes to Drake and the Nokia video, with this being Drake's big musical play to start off this new chapter in his career and this moment where both as a rapper and in terms of the narrative he wanted to get back control of everything. I mean, with what is a major statement just from the stakes of it all, what we definitely saw over everything else was the type of creative that Drake is in this time. Which is not a good one, but let me slow down. As after Kendrick Lamar's all-time great run, and after events like the Super Bowl or the Grammy-winning Not Like Us video, with Drake responding to all of the visual symbolism and disses with straight up knockoff copies of Kendrick Lamar and Dave Free's visual imagery, I mean, you just can't make this stuff up if you tried. And I don't know who on Drake's team told him to do this, because with all of the obvious callbacks to what Kendrick has done, I mean, while Drake thought he was getting disses off, he really just ends up taking another all-time pathetic title in hip-hop as he turns into the first rapper who got embarrassed so bad that really now he wants to be the guy who has humiliated and really ended his career. And of course, with all of this, the major problem is, it gets to a point here where it doesn't even seem like you are dissing him back, but it just starts to look like you are copying him because you have no ideas. Because really, with how many story beats that Drake copied from Not Like Us, which no matter what you want to say, from getting SGA here, which feels just like DeMar DeRozan being in Not Like Us, and because of the placement and how Drake spends every single second of this thing copying Kendrick pretty much, despite the actual connection that Drake and SGA have because of where they are from, it still feels so forced because every single thing here is a knockoff of what Kendrick did to other big choreographed scenes which also mirror the Super Bowl as well. I mean, it is just so obvious what Drake was doing here that it loses any sort of nuance or complexity that it had. And really, that whole owl thing which Drake fans think he has now won the beef over, and once again think that Drake is a mastermind for trying to up Kendrick's visual from Not Like Us there, ultimately, any of the storytelling or progression that would come with that means absolutely nothing, because just like with this entire moment we are seeing now, there's no build up to make any of this feel like it was earned or like it's this really smart and genius move that is going to win him anything back. And beyond the disses themselves, I don't understand how Drake even thought doing all of this was a good idea. Because really, beyond all of these embarrassing Kendrick Lamar imitations, just in terms of the fact that Drake is trying to prove that the disses from these very songs he is copying ruined his career in the paperwork that he is so into pushing and pushing right now, I mean, as he is once again using his art to do the same thing that he is saying Kendrick did to end his career, beyond just the video, he is really making the thing he cares about more than anything else just look like more and more of something he is trying to trick us with.
Because, like, the man can't fathom the fact that he was all in the top. Man just came out of nowhere and kicked him off his throne. This is why you shouldn't get too comfortable with certain things in life. Sometimes you are in a position and you think that position is going to last forever. It's never going to last forever. Things change, dynamics change, people change. The fact that you lost a battle and you have to copy everything that the person that won the battle is doing, and then you trying to create that into your own art form, it's sad and pathetic. Also, what Drake could have done, I said this before on my other videos that I've done for Drake, and I know the Drake fans that don't like it when I do videos about Drake. I don't care. It is what it is. Because you put yourself in that position, you gotta deal with the consequences. So anyway, he's a star and he does shit. People talk about it. Unfortunately, right now, it's not positive. Right? It's all negative, and it's all he's doing.
And when we look at this moment from all these angles, it's hard to even take Drake seriously one bit, because everything he seems like he's doing is just an absolute joke. And when it comes to the whole narrative that Kendrick is using the beef to get attention still to this day, people on Drake's side can never use that again, because we have never seen a more desperate and petty use of this beef than right within this video. And really what Drake is showing is that he has lost so much and that he is so bored of everything he has done, because maybe he's even realized that it's bad, that the only thing interesting he can talk about is the Kendrick beef. But what's really so baffling with this is that Drake took the last song he had a chance to become something bigger than this entire back and forth, and instead of trying to win fans back, all he has done is tie the song back to the beef and Kendrick Lamar with this awful rip of the Not Like Us video, really. And I think this move is going to be looked back on as one of the most embarrassing moves from Drake, and one of the most confusing, because he is really showing how he is a joke artist with no creativity.
I was watching a video, because I did a video about Academic and the interview that he did with Kanye West. Posted on someone made a comment under Academic's video. The person stating saying, Kanye West did more for Academic in this one video than Drake will ever do for Academic. You understand? Kanye West made Academic blow up that day. If you didn't know about Academic, you will find out about Academic that day. Drake, even though Academic has been helping Drake and pushing Drake and whatsoever, Drake couldn't give a F about Academic. So that was the point. And I saw the point that the person was making. I was like, yeah, that actually makes sense. Because even though Drake and Academic are like friends, but they're not friends, Drake is just using him. He's just using him.
The most loud and obnoxious diss.
Like, so for instance, okay, you know when you are in school and you have this group of cool kids and you want to be part of this group of cool kids because they're the coolest of the coolest. I mean, you know, they have their own place to sit in. They have, you know, they're always together. They're laughing and you just want to be part of it. And they are fooling you, trying to make you believe that you're part of this group, but you're not actually part of this group. You're like the boy that's sent to go and do a little jobs here, little things there. Hey, like, you know what I mean? You know, like you do all these little things just to hope that they can see you. But they don't see you. They don't recognize you. For them, you're still a nobody. And that's what Academic is to Drake. Academic wants to join the OVO crew. And the OVO crew are the cool kids. Drake is in charge of the cool kids. Academic want to be part of it. Academic keep pushing Drake, helping Drake, promoting Drake, doing all the little things for Drake. Drake now and then talks to him on the phone to give him a little boost. But he will never join the crew because he's not part of it. They will never let him join the crew because he's still going to be the water boy. And unfortunately, Academic is the water boy for Drake. I think Academic, you need to wake up, bruv. Because Drake doesn't seem to give you that respect. Like, Kanye West, that moment that you had a conversation with Kanye West, that interview that you did with him, Kanye West give you your flowers because you deserved it, mate. Kanye West showed you love that you will never get from Drake. Kanye West literally like, yo, humbled you, show you that you deserve to be on the spotlight because of the work and everything you have done. Drake will never do that to you. Never do that for you and to you. That's, bro.
So now when it comes to this storm that Drake and Ak have created, well, Nokia is the moment that they wanted to win everyone back with, although it's really only done the opposite with how embarrassing it is. Everything started here with Ak's interview with Ye, and now while I will not be showing any of the clips from this disaster for obvious reasons, because we just can't show any of that, with Ak running to Ye, and from the time Ye opened that door to when they just spoke back and forth while Ye stood up and Ak just awkwardly and nervously looked at him, with this moment that if you showed somebody even just a few years ago, they would be baffled by what they were looking at. Ack did what he does best here, which was use this all-time low moment from Ye, and not just give him an interview and space to start even more problems. But for what matters to Ack and the center of hip-hop right now, Ack asked the perfect set of questions to Ye to make sure that he said everything he needed so that they had all the narratives they could ever want to take down Kendrick Lamar, and at the same time give Drake more credit than any other rapper has given him since the beef. And now with all of these comments, which there are so many that it was really even hard to keep track of, over everything else what we can definitively say is that both Ye and Ack were really lighting up when they were saying awful things about Kendrick. And from Ye saying that Kendrick Lamar is an industry puppet and he was chosen by the labels to take down Drake with Not Like Us, and that ultimately with the entire era we have seen that he has been used by the industry, and altogether with this and with Kendrick being seen as the king of hip-hop, Ye admitted that he is jealous at him because nobody can be #1 because he is in his own eyes, to Ye also saying that Drake is 1,000,000 times better than Kendrick and more important than he will ever be, and then saying that when it comes to where he stands with Drake himself, after Ack tried to get the truth to just show Drake fans and OVO once and for all that they are all on the same side, Ye did exactly what he needed to hear, as when describing where he stands with the guy, Ye said that Drake is like a family member who you don't mess with, but despite all their beef, he explained how they are not that different and that they are having some of the same problems, as during this rant where he was telling Ack that the industry is trying to ruin him and that they want him to fail more than anybody else, he made it very clear to tell the audience that they are doing the exact same thing to Drake, and that in his eyes this whole beef was awful for him to watch because of this very reason. And of course, by going on this rant where he was really defending Drake whether he realized it or not, he ended up dissing Kendrick even more by saying something like, why do they want somebody with no hits like Kendrick to do the Super Bowl? And so all together with this rambling, with the way Ye and Ack made such a focal point to discredit Kendrick Lamar while aligning him with the industry, and on the flip side of this, by trying to align Ye and Drake as these victims of the machine who were being ruined by them, and with the overarching point that Ye drove home, which was really warning Axe fans and Drake fans that for playing on this side of the matrix that Ye thinks he is so brave for being on, that because Drake is a part of this same group, he will one day be looked at like him. When we really put this interview into perspective, what Ack created here was a friendship with Ye, which he is talking about in his commentary for the interview, and he is saying that they are very close and they are talking behind the scenes, which should also—
You can't lose a battle and subliminally you're trying to like poke the man to come out again and play with you. Kendrick Lamar ain't got time for that shit. Kendrick's like, listen man, we're done. I've already won my awards, I got my flowers, I did my shows, I did this, I made my money. I'm out. We don't have to talk, we don't have to be friends. Maybe we can be friends in the future, but for now, I'm out. We ain't gotta do shite. Alright? So, it's sad and pathetic, man. It is pathetic, bruv. So get your shit together, my guy, because right now, you're looking like a fool. Like, imagine how much it's cost you to build your career up. Like, no matter if you're an actor, whatever you are, you know what I mean? Because we know you're not a rapper. We know you're from the streets. We know all that stuff. It doesn't matter. We still like your songs, though. And here you are showing people precisely what they thought about you. Showing people precisely who they saw you to be. You. This is why Pusha T called you a clown. And then used your clown picture, your blackface picture on his single that he put out for you. You know what I mean? This man made a single about you. This is you. Because of him, right now, because of Pusha T, that's why you have a relationship with your son. You should be happy that a man reunites you and your son, bruv. Because it wasn't the case, my nigga. Wasn't the case. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video to what it is right now. I don't want to make this editing too long, but if you like the video, press like and subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care. Peace.